CTV family. Catch us live on your TV.
Nisahleli nathi apha Ekse DSTV channel 263. This is of course the biggest, the baddest and the most hip and happening new show in the motherland. JJ Prime is still in the building.
Hey, what's up, y'all? What's up?
And yes, Bana Apa Ekse will bring you guys everything that has to do with the edutainment. And now I want us to focus on the education part of it. Yesterday was World Population Day, and this is an annual event observed on the 11th of July every year, which seeks to raise awareness on global population issues. And this event was established by the Governing Council of United States of Development Program in 1989. And did you know the first unofficial population day happened on the 11th of July 1987? Back then it was also known as the Day of 5 billion, and it was approximately the date where the world's population reached 5 billion people.
We 5 billion people?
I think we're way more than that because that was in the 1980s.
Bro. Anyway, the African population is growing while the European population is shrinking. So, the amount of young people currently living in Africa will make a substantial difference to the world's population. The number of people who will reach adulthood is in the coming years ensures that the continent will experience significant growth by 2050.
Hey guys, those are a lot of people. Hey, those are a lot of people. But we also have Europe will experience the opposite. So all European countries are experiencing fertility below what is needed to maintain the current population levels, meaning that not enough babies are being born to replace the generation before them, and many European countries are expected to get smaller. That's if they aren't already. And millennials, roughly defined as people that are between the 1980s and 1997, make up a large population of the world's population. In fact, 2 billion worldwide, 2 billion people actually worldwide are part of this generation, and about 71% of millennials live in Asia and sub-Saharan Africa.
Okay, I didn't know that. Thanks for that, Michali. Also, Niger currently has the youngest population of any country in the world. A nation median age means that half the population is older than that age, while the other half is younger. So in Niger, the median age is 15.3. So it's not over 5, so let's leave it at 15 years old. While Niger has the youngest median age in the world, a majority of African nations have median ages below 20. Did you know that?
I definitely did not know that.
And of the 10 popular countries, Nigeria has the fastest growing population. Nigeria is also currently the 7th most populated country in the world. But that will quickly change. Nigeria has a growth rate of 2.6% a year. Then what is ours?
Guys, if you want to find out, please make sure that you do consult Google, because we do not want to give you guys effects that are not verified. But of course, countries will account for half of the population growth. As the world inches grow to 10 billion people, some nations will play a larger part than others. In Nigeria, India, and the Democratic Republic of Congo, Pakistan, Ethiopia, and the United Republic of Tanzania, the United States of America, Uganda, Indonesia will contribute to the most population grow from now until 2050. And at least 2.7 million people worldwide have died from COVID-19, unfortunately. And while leading global causes of death for 2020 have not been published yet, compared to 2019, COVID ranks among the top 5 biggest killers. So guys, I think this is an important message to stay safe, sanitize, and mask up. But of course,
we have another fun fact.
Okay.
Did you know that when you clean a vacuum cleaner, you become the vacuum cleaner?
What? I don't know. Okay.
So, you know, a lot of fun facts today.
Okay, and talking about fun, we are joined by a man that is doing incredible things in Western Cape and the city of Cape Town. He is a recipient of the City of Cape Town's Town Memorial Community Service Award for leadership. I am talking about a PhD candidate in Wine Biotechnology. This is none other but Ricardo Smart. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Yeah,
Welcome
man, thanks
to
for
the
coming to the show.
Thank you for having me.
So, how have you been? How are you on this cold Monday afternoon?
Yes, well, Cape Town has been extremely cold. It's a couple of times, but I won't complain because Just a few years, we almost hit day zero.
Oh, yeah.
And now we're just having an overflow of water, which is very appreciative,
Yeah.
so that we can just get our dams full again.
Oh, yes, definitely. And talking about dams and planting and all of those things, you are a PhD candidate for wine biotechnology. What is that?
All right, allow me to take you on a journey.
Okay.
When I was in matric, I was very fascinated about biology as the subject. So to learn about the human body, to learn about the different organs that we have, and then the functions that they actually perform just to keep us basically alive. And then when I was done with matric, I was intended to wanted to become a medical doctor. But I didn't come in for my first option, but I came in for my second option, which was natural science. And then throughout my undergrad career, I truly fell in love with microbiology, which is basically the study of microorganisms such as the virus, the bacteria, and fungi, and like just their life cycle and the functions that they have, and also how they basically assist us in the ecosystem as well. So they do a significant job. So from there, my passion for microbiology grew. I did my honors in medical microbiology, where I just found a little bit out more about the HIV virus, what it does, and are there any segregated markers to help us identify and just the disease progression of HIV. From there, I couldn't stop studying because I still love microbiology, and then I tried to explore it by doing my master's, and then that is where I got an opportunity to work with Stellenbosch. You know, Stellenbosch is very familiar in the Western Cape, and so Stellenbosch are quite you have invasive species that tries to rule them out. So I wanted to know, are there any alternative ways that we can find to help our native plant species in that way? And we discovered, so Stellenbosch is prone to fire, so we tried fire with the invasive species, and then we realized the fire with the invasive species is so hot that it actually kills the microorganisms as well as our plants won't be able to establish. So to get back to your question, I'm a microbiologist, but I do apply my knowledge within the wine biotechnology. So this is just to plant cover crops in the vineyards and see how they benefit the microorganisms in the soil, and whether those microorganisms are transferred to the grapes and actually becomes or influence the wine production in general.
Of course, yes.
Listen, I feel like I am part of a life science lecture right now.
And you know what? Obviously, when I discovered that I was going to do the interview with you, I did a little research, you know what I'm saying? I mean, because it's you. But what I noticed is, and what interested me most was that you don't even know who signed you up for this award.
Yes.
You know, but I can see, because you're so selfless. You don't even need to find out about this HIV. I mean, people are doing different things. They're becoming so many different lawyers and things like this. You're doing microbiology, trying to fix us people and all this. So I don't blame them for I don't blame them for really putting you on like that. What happened when you got that award? How did you feel?
Thank you. So I got a call, and so I got the call from the mayor's office, and they said someone nominated you for the leadership award for community service. I almost fell off the chair because it was honestly a surreal moment. And then when I got the award, for me, it was a shock, but yet I'm honored to achieve it because I really have a heart for service. And for me, what I love about it is that my heart for service spoke for itself.
Yes.
So based on what merit I got the award, I cannot tell you. But I'm glad that my passion for service actually makes a significant difference.
Good spoke on your behalf, and that is beautiful, man. Congratulations for that nomination. That is very big.
Such a big achievement.
You know, and you are one person that is very passionate about education. I mean, you were even a tutor in your undergrad and postgrad years. What do you feel is the importance of having education accessible to everyone?
You know, I think if we have accessible education for all, the world would be a better place. I come from a background from an under-resourced community where the library is very, very far, and I know, but back then we didn't have access to a cell phone where we can just Google stuff. So I had to make a lot of effort to get to the nearest library just to get some information. But even en route to the library, it's quite dangerous to get there. So I had a lot of restrictions. But with those restrictions, I have overcome that allow me to be the first generation in my family to study and obtain a
And really
degree.
just break the chain.
Yeah, so I'm breaking the chain. So, and I feel if we're going to have accessible education for all, we're going to have a lot of first generations. Because when we have more people in the community that rise above their circumstances, I feel like a lot of people will look up to them, and it will not change your own family, but will also change your community as the whole.
100%, bro. And so other people are obviously watching at home who's trying to be like you, selfless like you. You know, I'm one of them, you know, but it's not even a big deal. So tell us, where can we find you on like socials or anything like that if people want to like, you know, reach out to you and just be a part of it?
Yeah. So I am on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, I am on LinkedIn, and I go by Ricardo Smart. So anyone is just welcome to connect with me, and then I will reply when I have a moment.
Guys, make sure that you link up and you connect with Ricardo because he's doing amazing work in our communities. But before I let you go, I want to just put you on the spot and ask you, if you are to leave this world, what would you like to, or who rather would you like to be remembered as?
I would love to be remembered by that guy that rose above his circumstances, that loves for a passion, that has a passion for community.
That is beautiful, guys, but we are still up at Ekse. Please make sure by Ninda. We'll see you guys after the ad.
CTV family.